Good morning and happy Memorial Day. It's May 27th and time for Proverbs 27. Let's jump over there and we'll get into it. Wise advice here. Okay. Verse 1. Don't boast about tomorrow, for you don't know what a day might bring. Right. Good advice. Don't. Jesus said, don't even think about tomorrow. Think about today. Okay. I read a meme on the internet yesterday that says, Satan reminds you of tomorrows and what ifs to rob you of the pleasure you have of living today. So, yeah. 2. Let another praise you and not your own mouth, a stranger and not your own lips. This is very important. Don't brag, okay? Nobody likes a bragger. Nobody likes somebody who says all over Proverbs, wise in their own eyes. Okay? Be humble. Let somebody else do it. A stone is heavy, and sand a burden, but aggravation from a fool outweighs them both. Aggravation from a fool. We've all had that, huh? Fury is cruel and anger is a flood, but who can withstand jealousy? That's very important. Jealousy is the anger you get when you are betrayed by somebody you love, or even thought to be betrayed, okay? It may not even be true, but that's the worst kind of anger there is. 5, better an open reprimand than concealed love. Think about that one. Open reprimand and concealed love. Right. If you love somebody, you should tell them you love them, right? The wounds of a friend are trustworthy, but the kisses of an enemy are excessive. Right. The wounds of a friend are trustworthy, but the kisses of an enemy are excessive. Think about that. We'll come back to that one. A person who is full tramples on a honeycomb, but to a hungry person, any bitter thing is sweet. Right. Any bitter thing. That's how you see the poor people eating out of the trash when you never think to do that. They're that hungry. Anyone wandering from his home is like a bird wandering from his nest. Right? Play in your own backyard. That. If the bird wanders from his nest, the predators will come in and take their young. 9, oil and incense bring joy to the heart, and the sweetness of a friend is better than self-counsel. Reads heart, but the soul is torn up by affliction. That's different, huh? 9, let's do this. Let's open the New American Standard and read 9 over here. Oil and perfume make the heart glad, so a man's counsel is sweet to his friend. His soul's counsel is sweet to his friend. Well, I guess you could say that. 9. Sweetness of a friend is better than self-counsel. And the other one say the counsel of a friend is better than sweetness. Right. It always feels better when your friend comes over and you're down and they help you out, doesn't it? 10, don't abandon your friend or your father's friend, and don't go to your brother's house in your time of calamity. Better a neighbor nearby than a brother far away. Right. Now this is true for me. My brother lives about 750 miles away from me, but I have friends right across town that I could go to in a calamity, okay? Instead of trying to get up to my brother would have me, of course, but he's so far away. Better a neighbor nearby. All right. 11. Be wise, my son, and bring my heart joy, so that I can answer anyone who taunts me. That's important too. Okay. If your kids are smart, if they're wise, if they always do the right thing, and somebody comes and says, your kid is this, your kid is that, your kid is this, then you can answer them. You can say, no, you got the wrong person, because my son would not do that. Okay. 12. A sensible person sees danger and takes cover. The inexperienced keep going and are punished. Are you a sensible person? You stay away from this stuff, all this protests and all this stuff going on now. Just stay away from it. More about co-signing. Take his garment, for he has put up security for a stranger. Get collateral if it is for foreigners or people you don't know. Foreign women. Yeah. If your friend wants you to co-sign because he needs a car, right? Take something for collateral. Okay, I'll co-sign for you, but I'm gonna need, your riding lawnmower as collateral. Something worth what you're co-signing for. 14. If one blesses his neighbor with a loud voice early in the morning, it will be counted as a curse to him. Get that? People don't like you being nice when they're asleep. Wow. An endless stripping on a rainy day and a nagging wife are alike. Wouldn't know. The one who controls her controls the wind and grasps oil with his right hand. Should be the one who tries to control. Yeah, this is a famous one. Iron sharpens iron, and one person sharpens another. Right? If you want to be a certain way, have certain traits and certain skills and certain mindsets, you have to hang around people with those mindsets, and iron sharpens iron, and you'll be alike. You will get together and learn from each other. If I wanted to be a lumberjack, hanging around car mechanics wouldn't do me any good to be a lumberjack. Okay, I would have to hang around other lumberjacks. I don't want to be a lumberjack. Okay. 18. Whoever tends a fig tree will eat its fruit, and whoever looks after his master will be honored. Right. Now, in those days, when you hired somebody to take care of your crops, they were allowed to eat the crops that they got. Okay. And that was the law, actually. As water reflects the face, so the heart reflects a person. Right. That's kind of important, huh? The heart reflects the person. What's in here? Sheol and Abaddon are never satisfied, and people's eyes are never satisfied. This is a problem with the world today. Okay? Even back then. Hell and Abaddon are never satisfied. And the most important, people's eyes are never satisfied. We are never satisfied. No matter what we have, we always want more, right? No matter what we have, we always want more because we're trying to fill a spot there that only God can fill. Joy doesn't come from things. Very fleeting, the last minute or so, or a week or a day or an hour. But, people's eyes are never satisfied. We are never satisfied. We fill our houses up with crap and we're still not satisfied. We still want more. 21. As a crucible refines silver and a smelter refines gold, so a person should refine his praise. A person should refine his praise. Now, what does that say? Let's go over here. We're in verse 21, right? Yeah. NIV says, the crucible for silver and the furnace for gold, but man is tested by the praise he receives. Hmm? Right. Tested by the praise he receives. Which says it a little better than this, actually. But yeah. When people build you up, what do you do with it? That's right, I'm the best. Or are you humble? Okay? People will tell, by the way, you should say thank you. And not, you better believe it, Just it refines you. We talked about this, so we'll highlight it. Okay? Though you grind a fool in a mortar with a pestle along with grain. That sounds horrible. You will not separate his foolishness from him. You could just get that word picture in your head. Huh? You grind something into a powder, you won't separate his foolishness from him. Wow. Know well the condition of your flock and pay attention to your herds, for wealth is not forever. Not even a crown lasts for all time. This is all together. When hay is removed and the new growth appears and the grain from the hills is gathered in, lambs will provide your clothing and goats the price of the field. There will be enough goat's milk for your food for your household, and nourishment for your female servants. All right? Well, this is all one. Put that together. Know the state of your house. Know how much money you have in the bank. Know how much food you have in the shelves. Take an inventory of everything and keep track of it. Okay? That's what they say. Know well the condition of your flocks and pay attention to your herds. Okay? That was their inventory. That was their money. That was their trading power. You should always be on top of that stuff. Okay? Always. If you're always on top of it, then you will have food and clothing and, the stuff you need. But that's important. Keep on top of that stuff. Okay, that's 27. Let's go up to see what we highlighted in here. Highlighted 1. Don't boast about tomorrow, for you don't know what a day might bring. Right. Yeah. I'll say, I'm getting $1 million tomorrow, and boy, howdy. Because you don't know that. You don't know what a day might bring. Live for today. Jesus said, worry about today. 2 is important. Let another praise you and not your own mouth, a stranger and not your own lips. Never brag, okay? Never brag. One of the hardest things is if you're in an interview, and the first thing they say, if you're a humble person, and they say, tell us about yourself. Do you brag? Do you list your accomplishments? Do they really want to know what your accomplishments are? Or are they testing your humbleness? You never know. You never know, because it could be either way. You say, well, I've been a few places, done a few things, It's a hard one. But don't brag, okay? Even if somebody's asking you to brag, don't brag. That's why it's good to get a letter of recommendation from your previous boss, and you can show it to them. And then they can praise you and not you praising yourself. Highlighted 4. Fury is cruel and anger a flood, but who can withstand jealousy? Jealousy will eat you alive. Okay? It's the worst kind of anger. And it's different. It's a different jealousy is has different faces, okay? If you think somebody cheated on you, but you're not sure, you just think. And the demons are whispering in your ear, and that will eat you alive. If you know someone, if you caught somebody cheating on you or somebody, betraying you, jealousy is betrayal by somebody you love. Okay? It's the only place jealousy can come from. That's why it's worse than fury and anger, because you have been betrayed by somebody that you trusted. Tough stuff. 6, we are back to this. The wounds of a friend are trustworthy, but the kisses of an enemy are excessive. Now, what's that say? Let's read it. Wounds from a friend can be trusted, but an enemy multiplies kisses. New King James says, faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful. Right? Wounds from a friend. I don't know. I mean, I have friends and we've never tried to hurt each other, purposely or otherwise, but I suppose if you're doing something for their own good, something that's going to cause them pain or something, that's trustworthy, right? Okay, highlighted 8. Anyone wandering from its home is like a bird wandering from its nest, right? You stay away from home too long and somebody's going to come in and do damage. So, stay home. Highlight 11. Be wise, my son, and bring my heart joy so I can answer anyone who taunts me. Right. You want to be able to stand up for your kids, okay? That's why you want to teach them when they're young to be wise. So if somebody taunts you, you know that's just not true because that's not my son, right? Okay. 17, we talked about that. Iron sharpens iron, and one person sharpens another. Hang out with people you want to be like. Okay? And they will sharpen you, and you will sharpen them. Okay? Just like that. 19, as water reflects the face, or a mirror, right? So the heart reflects the person. Right? You can tell by the way somebody acts what's in their heart most of the time, okay? I mean, some people hide it very well because of the way they were treated in their youth, So they've learned to guard their heart. But if you hang around them long enough, you'll know their true heart, okay? And you'll be able to see how they really are. And this usually has nothing to do with looks, okay? Looks are only skin deep. Some of the best looking people are some of the meanest people you'll ever see. And the opposite, vice versa. Okay? 20 is important. Sheol, or hell, and Abaddon are never satisfied, and people's eyes are never satisfied. Okay? People are never satisfied. They always want more. No matter how much they have, they always want more. Okay? That's hard to end that too. That's called the secret to happiness and joy is being satisfied. 21, we highlighted, as a crucible refines silver and a smelter refines gold, so a person should refine his praise. Right? When somebody praises you, what it does to you on the outside is a very telling thing. Okay? If you're boastful and proud, it'll show. And we highlighted this. We won't read that whole thing again. Know well the condition of your flock and pay attention to your herds, for wealth is not forever. Right? Not even a crown lasts for all time. Sooner or later, kingdoms all fall. Right? Know the state of your bank account. Know the state of your pantry. Know the state of your bills. Keep on top of that stuff. Haptic. Know well the condition of your, and put anything you want in there, of your bank account, of your bills, of your pantry, of your car. Know well the condition and pay attention to that stuff. You can't just... Households fall because one person lets the other person do it. Okay, the man is supposed to take care of that. some men let the women do it, and it's too much for them. Okay, and you don't know how much food there is. You don't know what bills are paid. You need to know that stuff. Okay, you need to know it well. So, and if you do, everything will be okay. Okay, in that department. So there you have it. That's Proverbs 27. I think we're reading a ton of Psalms today in our Through the Bible in a Year. I've got to finish up the Psalms because most of them were written by David. So, and I honestly don't know how many we've read so far. I know there's 150 of them, and we've read a lot of Psalms. Over the 157 days, 47, right? So, there you have it. So, stay tuned later today for that. Give us a like if you think about it. Helps me out. And remember, be humble. Just be humble. See you next time.